I have two questions that are related today. One says, how can I forgive the person who has made my life a living hell? Wow. The other says, can you give tips on how to forgive someone that hurt you and how to forgive yourself? Forgiveness is a really difficult thing and you can't do it. That's a great place to start, isn't it? We really can't. When it comes to things that people have done that have hurt me, my mind is like an elephant. I never forget. I don't forget. I still haven't forgotten. But you see, it's not about forgetting, it's about forgiving. We have a term here in America that says forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. Not a biblical term, but it's something that we kind of strive for, and yet it is absolutely impossible. Forgive, yes. Forget, you never will. So you forgive, and then you make peace with the forgetting part because you're going to remember it. How you remember it, though, is up to you. The Bible tells us to forgive. How do you forgive? Well, my own forgiveness is so limited. I forgive with strings attached. I'll forgive you if you're nice to me from now on. I'll forgive you if you ask for forgiveness first. I'll forgive you if you prove yourself. We have a lot of strings, don't we? And yet the Bible says, forgive as I have forgiven. Wow. Because you see, Jesus on the cross said, Lord, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. And I've used that line so many times for me. Lord, forgive him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Forgive her. She doesn't know what she's doing. And that's always the case. If we can get to that place, it really helps. But I found that the only thing that helps me in the forgiveness process is his unconditional love flowing through me. Folks, it really has so much to do with my connection with God, my relationship with him that allows me to forgive. Otherwise, it's a lost cause. So as I allow him to forgive, I begin to have something that I don't expect. Compassion. Compassion to people who have hurt me and who continue to hurt me. When the Bible says love your enemies, wow. Can you do that? I can't. But through Christ, I do. And you realize that they're just human, they're misled, they are a product of their own environment, whatever it might be. But you begin the process then of forgiveness. Now, forgetting, folks, you never will. And we kind of feel like we have to forget about it in order to forgive, and you'll never forget. Those will be, well, difficult memories from now on. And I'd love to say that I've made peace with all of those things, and, I've made peace with them as far as I can live with it. But when I remember those things, it still stings a little bit. And I imagine that it probably always will. That's the human side of us. And folks, that's why it's so important that we connect with Jesus, because these are things we can't do on our own. But don't let people stop you. This person that said, this person made my life a living hell. Your life doesn't need to continue to be a living hell. You're in charge of where you're going. You're in charge of your future. And with God, you can accomplish anything in spite of what anybody else does. All of these years pioneering in Christian rock and heavy metal and all the things that I've been involved with, there have been so much opposition, so many things said, so many hateful things said, every day on the internet, hateful people that love to comment and say mean things. And, I would be lying if I said it didn't bother me, because it does. It would bother all of us. But I've made peace with me. I know where I'm going. I know why I'm doing this. And I know that there's a higher purpose. And so I keep going, and so should you. You know, it isn't that life is easy, it's that it's possible. It isn't that we don't make mistakes, it's that we're forgiven too. And that's the other side of that. You know, we're forgiven. And when we forgive somebody else, we realize that somebody has had to forgive us too, because we also make mistakes. And even when you don't mean to, you've hurt some people too. I hope that helps. God bless you. Have a great day.